Did you know the first wristwatch wasn't created for men? In fact, it was a secret invention that changed the world forever. But here's the twist, it wasn't even meant to tell time. Stay tuned to uncover the shocking truth behind the wristwatch's origins and how it evolved into the modern marvel we know today. The first wristwatch dates back to the 16th century, but it wasn't what you'd expect. It was created for a queen, not a king. Queen Elizabeth I received a wristwatch from Robert Dudley, a small clock attached to a bracelet.
Terrible Tudors.
Our Tudor Queen Elizabeth I was a very difficult woman to impress.
Happy Christmas, Your Majesty.
A ring. Why, thank you, Cecil. Have this put with all the other presents I don't like and never use.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Lord Robert Dudley!
Lord Dudley.
May your Yuletide merriments know no bounds, Your Majesty.
Oh, a present. Whatever could it be?
What does one get the Queen who has everything? Why, something that nobody has.
How did this tiny clock get stuck in this bangle?
'Tis a wrist clock, Your Majesty, the first of its kind. With your permission. Now, when there is no clock around, you can tell the time with a simple look to your wrist.
Oh, why? This is far and away my favourite present ever. Isn't it marvellous, Cecil?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Let us drink to this new invention. To the wrist clock.
The wrist clock. Oh, dear me. There seems to be no clock here in the throne room, and I need to know the time. Would you happen to know what time it is, Your Majesty?
Oh, why it is... Oh, dear Lord Dudley. There appears to be a serious design flaw with your wrist clock.
Indeed, Your Majesty.
Yes.
But why? Was it a gift of love or a political move? The truth is still debated. The wristwatch's big break came during war. Soldiers in the Boer War and World War I realized that pocket watches were too cumbersome in battle. They started strapping them to their wrists for convenience. This simple hack changed everything. After the war, wristwatches became a symbol of style and status. Brands like Rolex, Omega, and Patek Philippe emerged, creating timepieces that were not just functional but works of art. Did you know the Omega Speedmaster was NASA's choice for the Apollo missions? It survived the vacuum of space. Just when mechanical watches ruled the world, a new technology emerged that almost wiped them out: quartz watches. They were cheaper, more accurate, and easier to produce. Traditional watchmakers were in shock. Today, wristwatches are more than just timekeepers. Smartwatches like the Apple Watch and Samsung Galaxy Watch can track your health, answer calls, and even pay for your coffee. But are they really watches or mini-computers on your wrist? Will traditional watches survive in the age of smart technology? Or are they destined to become relics of the past? Remember how I said the first wristwatch wasn't meant to tell time? It's true. The earliest wristwatches were more about status and symbolism than functionality. They were a way to show power, wealth, and innovation. And that's the real secret behind the wristwatch's history. So, what's your favorite type of watch? Vintage, luxury, or smart? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating stories.